Alright guys, welcome back to Warmachine Wednesday. I have not done a whole lot of painting this week. I got some models primed, I got some base toppers printed, and I got all of the new sculpts for July's My Mini Factory printed off today. I'm going to start working on the terrain over the next couple of days. I haven't got much of that done yet. I haven't even sliced a lot of the files, so hobby-wise not a lot done, but I did get a game last night with a updated list of last week's list. So let's have a look at that here. I have not relabeled it as Dusk Morayne version 3, which I should have done because it would have made more sense. But basically, we're still sitting at 100 points. The only change in the battle group is Israfel has been added instead of the Eidolon. So looking at her cards, she's a character heavy warjack. She's cost 17, so she's on a large base. She can trample, power attack, headbutt. She has dual attack and she is a construct. Okay, so she's speed 6, mat 7, rat 7, def 12, arm 19. Arcane stasis. Friendly models can upkeep spells in this model without spending focus or fury points, so I was throwing Inviolable Resolve from Morayne on her, and that basically means I don't have to spend to upkeep it, which is pretty handy. She has Generator, so she can spend one focus point to reduce the damage it suffered by 5, similar to a Warcaster. She comes with Entropic Force. While within 5 inches of this model, enemy models lose tough and cannot have damage removed from them. Onto our weapons then. We have Death Whisper, which is a Rat 7, Spray 10, Rate of Fire 1, POW 14, pistol quality and magical weapon. It does come with Grim Harvest. When the attack of this model destroys one or more living or undead models after the attack has been resolved, you can remove D3 damage points from a friendly warrior model within 8 inches of this model. So realistically, what I wanted to be doing was run Valus up beside Israfel. Valus use Treads of Life to take D3 damage to stop one of the Cav units or one of the Dreadguard um, archers from taking damage. She takes D3. Grim Harvest, I kill something, in a cast game, say, because I'm playing a lot into a Grim game with my mate at the minute, and then I heal the D3 back off of Valus. I mean, it's not a bad combo. It could work, it might not work, but I'm looking forward to actually trying it out properly because I didn't set Valus up beside Israfel in the game I played last night. I did lose on scenario, but my caster was going to get killed anyway. So, besides the points, we re-rack, we'll go again next week. So, she's 2 Serpentine Blades, a left and a right. Looking at mat 7, range 2, POW 17. So it's magical, shield, no, chain weapon, sorry. So it ignores shield and buckler. And then it has blessed as well. And with that, you're getting a critical knockdown. So on a critical hit, models it become knocked down. And it also has drag. If this model hits an enemy model with an equal or smaller base with a basic attack with this weapon, immediately after the attack is resolved, the hit model can be pushed directly towards this model until it contacts a model, an obstacle, or an obstruction. And she's got 2 of them. So, I mean, that's pretty handy. I did use it on a Skin and Moans. I boosted the hit, got the crit, and dropped it, and then dragged it in. So, pretty handy. And then in the actual army itself, we have dropped the Seeker Warden attachment to the Soulless Guardians and replaced that with Soulless Hunters, and the Mage Hunter Assassins have been replaced with Mage Hunter Rangers. So the Eidolon was 16 points, Israfel is 17, and basically everything else is a straight swap. So Mage Hunter Rangers were used and they're introduced to the list for dropping 1 point infantry, which will be the cast games, which is a problem for me at the minute. So you'll see why now once we read through their card. So small base infantry, they have Pathfinder and Advanced Deploy, they cost you 7 points. Speed 7, Mat 6, Rat 7, Def 14, and Arm 13. So they die pretty easy, but they have Prowl, so while this model has concealment against stealth, and Morayne has Fog of War as an upkeep spell, so once you throw that up, they have stealth. Sniper, instead of making a damage roll to resolve a ranged attack, this model can inflict 1 damage point. A model disabled by a ranged attack made with this model cannot make a tough roll. So Dreadrots, Cast Imps, you're dropping them at 1 point. And then, because we're using the Spear Rifle, it's their range attack. It is Rat 7, range 14, rate of fire 1, POW 10, and it's magical. So it's only POW 10, which you don't mind because you're shooting single wound infantry and you want to be using Sniper, but you do have Snapfire. When this model destroys one or more enemy models with a ranged attack with this weapon, during its combat action, immediately after the attack is resolved, this model can make one basic ranged attack with this weapon. Attacks gained from Snapfire cannot generate additional attacks from Snapfire. So my guy walks up, he shoots a Cask Imp, pops the Cask Imp with Sniper. I then get Snapfire, I pop a second Cask Imp. I can drop 6 Cask Imps a turn. If I can hit, my dice are still a bit pillow fisted. Don't know what's going on there. I missed a couple of rolls I shouldn't have missed. I tried to take out a couple of hollow men with these guys that were contesting my flag or scenario terrain, whatever you want to call it, and I fluffed one of the rolls, so I didn't wipe the unit. So they have a melee weapon as well, which is mat 6, range 1, POW 10, and it's magical. But you're not bringing them for the range. You're bringing them, or for the melee, sorry, you're bringing them for the range. And then the Soulless Hunters. So I dropped these guys instead of Soulless Guardians because I haven't had the Shield Guard and attack since I started playing. Probably will have to now in the next couple of games, but as of now, I think these guys might be a better fit for the way I'm playing the list. So small base infantry, they are soulless and cost you 6 points for 5 dudes. Arcane precision and concentrated fire. So that's the rules they get. Sorry, speed 6, math 5. You're not wanting these guys in combat. Rat 6, def 12, arm 13. So arcane precision, if this model uses its normal movement aim, it ignores cloud effects when the turn in line of sight and ignores stealth that activation, which is pretty handy, situational, but it's a good tool to have in the box. Concentrated fire then, this is why I put them in, basically to try and wipe out different bits and bobs that are around that could cause me problems, put some damage on Skin and Bones, put some damage on the Cage Rager, anything that I could do basically. So this activation models in this unit gain a +1 cumulative bonus to range damage rolls for each other model in this unit that has hit an enemy model with a ranged attack this activation. So they're starting out with Rat 6, range 14, rate of fire 1, POW 10, and you can get them up to power 15, which I think is not bad. So basically, you want to build up to the last guy going into something like if the Skin of Mounds has no corpses on it and it's not within range of the card, it's only 16, so your dice off 1, which isn't bad. You can get some good damage in there. Math 5, range 1, POW 10 blade as well. That's it. That's the only change I've made to the list. I lost the game based on the fact that I done the right thing up Morayne. I got all of our 3 upkeeps out on the first turn and left her sitting on a 0 camp. And then I was able to upkeep Environable Resolve for free on Israfel. I had Mirage on one of the Ghasts to get him the extra 2 inches of movement, and then Fog of War up for stealth. But I didn't play Scenario. I played too defensively and I ended up getting contested and lost. But Morayne did charge into a Skin of Moans with the thoughts of go in, smack him with the charge attacks, Spirit Door out. Cage Rager went, no, I have Arcane Vortex, you're not doing that. So if I didn't lose in Scenario, I was going to lose on Assassination anyway. But today is Warmachine Wednesday, and Steamforge games have not disappointed. As you can see here, we now have the rules for the Phantasm, and we have pictures. So Phantasm, Colossal Dusk, House Callus, Warjack, Field Allowance 2. I'm going to have to sell a kidney or something and buy myself 2 of these. Or if someone wants to buy me one, I won't say no. Absolutely gorgeous model. We'll have a look at it in a minute. Point cost minimum 26, maximum 33. He's got 58 boxes, and then he's a rake of rules, right? Well, abilities, I suppose, are keywords or whatever you want to call them. 120 mil base. He's unstoppable, can trample, can do power attacks, has Pathfinder, can headbutt, has flight, has dual attack, and is a construct. Speed 6, mat 6, rat 6. I would have liked to see a little bit better on speed maybe or something because he does have flight. Landing zones might be an issue at speed 6. Def 11, arm 19. Okay. He does come with bulldoze, so when this model is base to base with an enemy model during its normal movement, it can push that model up to 2 inches directly away from it. A model can be pushed by bulldoze only once per turn. Bulldoze has no effect when this model makes a trampled power attack. But then we have Phantasmal Field. This model gains +1 def against range and arcane attack rolls for each focus point on it. So you can up your base def to 14, which I don't think is bad in a 120 mil base. First weapon then is the main one is the Teleforce Array. So it's got 3 different attack types. It's Rat 6, range 12, rate of fire 1, power 15, magical. So the 3 attack types you have are Kinetic Grip. When a model is directly hit by this attack, it suffers -2 speed for 1 round. So you could come in with a Void Shaper behind this guy and try out a -2 speed on something that you might have left in yourself in charge range of that you don't want to be in charge range of. I mean, that's pretty handy. Thunderbolt, enemy models hit are pushed D3 inches directly away from the attacking model. On a critical hit, the enemy model becomes knocked down after being pushed. I mean, that's handy as well. And Radiant Blast, this weapon becomes AoE 3, power 12, blast 7. For this attack, on a direct hit, models hit by this attack lose stealth and suffer -2 death for 1 turn. I mean, that's pretty good to suffer the -2 death. If you could get a caster clipped with that, and then you could arcane morality or mortality to get another -2 death, -2 arm. I mean, you could do some serious damage with that. And then we have 4 slots for options: a head, chest, right hexblade, and left hexblade. So the head options are, first one is called Death Aura. It's a price of 5 points and it grants Taste of Death. When a living or undead enemy model is destroyed while within 5 inches of this model's controller can gain 1 focus point or fury point. A model's focus or fury point cannot exceed its arc as a result of Taste of Death. So you bring this guy in, he's a cost 5 head, he smacks a dude, right? You'll see this is a legit beat stick, like he's power 21, so he can go in and probably lift a heavy on his own, maybe 2 at a push. And that's 2 focus going back to your caster. So you could go in, leave yourself on an empty stack, and then use this guy. Now, if you were smart about it, you could probably stack yourself fully back up. You know, he does have a spray attack as well. So there's a couple of options there. This is an interesting head, but I don't think it's the one I'm going to want to run unless I had 2 of them on the field. I will likely be running them in my Morayne list and giving them Inviolable Resolve for +2 arm, so he's armor 21. But this is the head I think I'll be running with. It's Focus Vault, it's cost 3, and it grants Focus Battery. During your maintenance phase, do not remove unspent focus points in this model. So if you have your Seeker Adepts running around, they can stack him up with Focus. Even if they just give him 1 or 2, he'll power up in your next maintenance phase. He's fully stacked, ready to go, and you don't have to put any resources into him. You can stack him up early in the game. Do you know what I mean? Kinetic Capacitor, you mightn't even need to stack him up with this. The first time this model is hit by an enemy attack each turn after the attack is resolved, this model gains 1 focus point. So 2 things there. You can stack him up with 3 focus, go in, you can smack a few bits. They're going to smack him back next turn. You'll get 1 focus back. He's keeping that. So your next turn, he's powering up. He's up to 2 focus. You only have to put 1 focus on him somehow. I mean, you can allocate that. You can use the Seeker Adepts. You can use the Void Shaper. Like, there's a couple of different options there, you know? So I'm looking at using the Focus Vault for my one. Then onto his chest options, we have the first gun is the Chronophage Cannon. It's a cost of 7. It's a spray 10, rate of fire 1, power 14, pistol and magical quality gun. It's got critical banish. On a critical hit with this weapon, on a critical hit, when this weapon damages an enemy non-leader model immediately after the attack is resolved, you can place the enemy model anywhere completely within 1 inch of its current location. Remember, you have Bulldoze, so you're going to push them back 2 inches. You have Thunderbolt, and then you have this as well. So there's a lot of movement there. Thunderbolt being D3, so say on average 1.5. So say round it down to be safe. So that's 3 inches with Bulldoze, and then you hit him with this as well. That's 4 inches. You can get this guy away from you. Now come here, that's a range 10. You could hit the guy at 10 inches and move him. But if you had a unit or something, you could use this spray because it's a straight line. You could move a couple of bits out of the way to either clear an objective or a scenario piece or open up a charge lane. So I'm liking that, and I'm liking this bit as well. Powerful attack. When attacking with this weapon, this model can spend 1 focus point to boost all attack and damage rolls for the attack. So you spend 1 focus, and then you have 3 dice, so you're more likely to get the critical hit. And then we have the Desolator, which is range 14, rate of fire 1, AoE 3, 15 damage, 8 blast. It's pistol and magical. It costs 8 points, so it's 1 point more than the Chronophage. But it does come with Vortex Blast. So on a direct hit, before making the damage rolls, push models within 2 inches of the model hit 2 inches directly toward it. In the order you choose, models boxed by this weapon are removed from play. So, I mean, it's power 15. The only problem there is you're not getting the boosted attack roll for one focus and the boosted hit. So, I don't know about that one. I like the fact it's power 15, it's AoE 3, but this might be where it's at. Then we have the right Hexblade. So this is a cost of 8. Right Hexblade, Force Generator. So it's range 3, power 21. So you're going to be +5 on a Skin of Mons without any stats on it, or you'll be straight damage if the card and all this is stacked up. It is a magical weapon. It comes with crit decap, so on a critical hit, double the damage, exceeding the arm of the model hit. A model is able by this attack cannot make a tough roll, and it also has powerful attack. So one focus point will boost all attack and damage rolls to this, so you're actually getting more likely to hit the crit decap. So you on a critical hit, double the damage exceeding the arm of the model. So if you imagine you're hitting a base Skin of Mons, it's our range of the card, it's arm 16. You roll a 10 on 2 dice, you're +5 there. So your 15 damage, I think, becomes 30 damage on a Skin of Mons. You're going to lift a good bit of stuff with this guy if you do things right. So I'm probably going to be looking at this one. And then his other blade option is the Revivifier. It's a cost 10, so 2 points more, but it does give you a gun and a melee attack. Okay. Range 12, rate of fire 1, power 14. Not bad. It's a pistol quality and magical. Deathly Domination. When this model boxes a living or undead non-leader enemy warrior model, you can immediately take control of the enemy model and make a full advance at it, followed by a basic melee attack. Then the box model is destroyed and removed from play. I use this on the Dreadguard archers. I launch it into some Dreadrots, and they go into the back of Skin of Mons as weapon masters. Now, they don't normally do much because my dice always seem to let me down, but having a fourth option of this on the field will be interesting. And then you also come with the Hexblade, which has crit decap, range 3, power 21, magical. So it's basically the same as this. The only thing you're missing is the powerful attack, but you do gain an extra gun, and it is 2 points more. And then you have the same for this. So for me, I'm thinking of Focus Wealth, so that's 3. Chronophage for 7. And then I might even go at one of each blade. So it'll be 8 and 10, 18. I mean, that's a lot of points, but the powerful attack just seems too good to not do that. You're going to have a crit decap on a power 21 model. So if you charge in, do you know what I mean? Like, that's 3 dice. You don't even need to charge. You don't want to be charging because you have powerful attack. So you can just spend the focus points to boost it and save your focus. And then if we flick over here, don't mind this or that was going to be my Phantasm proxy model. That's what it looks like. How cool is that, man? Absolutely gorgeous. So his head's down here. He's got the big wings up the back, the fins. He's got 3-inch melee because these things are the same size as a Warjack. He's got all the glowy eldritch power in him. I think that's his chest weapon in here. And then he has this smoky base where he's either coming into land or he's taken off. I don't know which. I'll be interested to see now. Pre-orders up July 8th for this guy. I'll be interested to see what way the base comes. So I'd be wondering if I could like have him landing on a monstrosity or extreme plugger or something like that. You know, make it an interesting base for him. That's what he looks like front on. He's absolutely gorgeous. So that's the 2 head options. They're actually similar enough to the lights, the gas, and the Eidolon models. They seem to keep it fairly on par. And then we have super Imperatus blades here. You know, these are pretty similar to what they used to look like. But I'm going to cut it there, guys. That's a 20-minute video as it is. And I'm going to go and get some painting done because I want to have my scheme locked down 110% for when this guy arrives. Let me know what you think of the Phantasm in the comments. Will you be buying it? Is it not your thing? And let me know what you think of the Morayne list. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.